So I think there's a few factors, to be honest, but one of the things was at my school we had a national schools car challenge. I didn't know anything about cars at that point. I just wanted to get involved. They needed help. And at the sort of final event in Manchester, we had talks from women in, say, mid-career level, talking about what they do in their daily life. And until then, I'd not really found out much about engineering, and especially not about, you know, women in engineering. And I think that kind of stuck. And yeah, I think that always sort of stayed in the back of my mind as like a career option. I think an exciting project that I've been on has been as a systems engineer supporting a submarine program, because my background's aerospace, so I'd never ventured into maritime before. So that was like learning a whole new domain, which was very interesting. Probably a few things, but one of them's probably I'm always handed everything that needs sorting out. So, you know, like bunches of cables, or, you know, balls of wool that are tangled up, or things that need putting together, or instruction manuals. I'm always the one to get those because I will sit through it and figure it out. So perhaps mundane jobs that other people might not do, I actually find them quite relaxing. So yeah. I think one of the main things that I'd say is to just, it sounds cliche, but be yourself and embrace your personality and any quirks or any sort of, you know, things that you might see as like girly. That's fine. I'd say, like, don't mould yourself to fit in. And it's tough because, you know, you might not see that many people that look like you, depending where you are, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't be there. So I think, yeah, being yourself is one of the most important things. I think I'd like to see more women in like leadership positions, so more directors that are women, or more women-owned companies. Because personally, I've not really come across any engineering companies so far that have been women-owned, and I think seeing that would be, you know, it'd be amazing progress. And I think one thing is something else is that I think I'd like to see women getting more sort of respect, while still being, you know, like maybe some women are softer, but they can still act like that, and get respect. They get listened to, and I think seeing that eventually would be great. One piece of advice is just to ask questions. I think nobody's ever going to dwell on something that you might think is a silly question. Find out everything you want to know, and sort of take advice from people that are where you want to be, rather than people that think they know what's best, but they haven't been there. Because I think lived experience is some of the most important experience you can learn from. And I think another thing is to be like honest or integral to yourself. So if you don't know something, say that, rather than, you know, pretending to know the answer. I think, you know, just say you don't know it and just be willing to learn. And I think that's a really important trait.